Welcome, everyone, to the Tipped and Stiff podcast with your host, Kate Alvarez. And now here's the thing. I want to get right into this one. I hate Facebook so much, Jared.
Yeah, I know.
I hate Facebook so much. And my Facebook's very private, and for good reason, because I don't need any, hooligans finding me. I feel like Facebook's a little more personal. That's where your mom is.
That's where your family is.
That's where your mommy is. I don't need people knowing who my mom is. No. That's why, that's why on Instagram, if she does have an Instagram, she's blocked, which she is. So, because I don't need that on my soul. But I made a post on Facebook the other day, a simple, very simple post, Jared. All it says, every time you voted has came back to haunt you. That was the post.
Interesting.
That was all it was. And the first response I got, maybe 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes was, so what? We should just not vote? And I was just like, I can't stand it, dude. The problem is that the person missed so much of the point.
As they often always do.
Like, it's amazing. Like, the thing is that all I'm saying, first of all, it's not like they disagreed with what I said. They just thought I had an insinuation that they shouldn't vote, which it depends where you're voting, who you're voting for, I would say. But, defending, the right on Facebook is one of the most deplorable things you could ever do in your life. I mean, that is disgusting. Getting in political arguments online is such a waste of time.
It's embarrassing. It's cortisol to your body all for no reason.
But here's the thing. This is what I wanted to respond with. I should have just said yes. I should have just responded with yes, and then just buy a gun. It should have been my second.
Yes, buy a gun.
Yes, buy a gun. I don't know. There's a really interesting speech by Malcolm X. Now, it's not really pointed towards me, to say the least. It was a very...
It's pointed towards me.
Yeah, towards Slavics. That's who the speech is for. Right. But it's called the Ballot or the Bullet. It is a wild speech.
Yeah.
And he's very much still part of... he's very much still in the Muslim Islamic Brotherhood thing that he was in still. And when you read it, he's like, the question is it the ballot or the bullet? Will people take us seriously and meet our demands, or is voting really what we need to do? He's making a threat.
Right.
But it's such a powerful, the ballot or the bullet. That's the thing. I'm not insinuating that. I'm not insinuating people should do that, or that I'm going to do that, or that anyone is going to do that. What I'm just saying is, I feel like there's another option. That's all.
Right.
And people are so scared of that. I feel like people are...
I think the other option was whatever the internet was supposed to give us when it comes to a free exchange of ideas.
Right.
And media creation.
I'm just saying, why do I have a bunch of people with wet brain in my Facebook comments?
Right, because it didn't work.
It didn't, it's the thing is I just want better results. That's all I want. Don't you want better results?
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't fault you for making the post, but it is your fault for making the post. It's not you shouldn't have these political discussions on social media because they are just a waste of time.
I made a joke.
Right. But
you're blaming the victim.
Yes, I am.
You're victim blaming
on social media. Everyone's a victim.
That's kind of true.
I mean, you did kind of know what you were getting yourself into. You're just like, I'm just gonna put this out there, and it's like chum in the water on Facebook.
It's a stupid joke. Not even that funny. Just a thing.
Social media should be for dumb jokes and pretty pictures.
Interesting.
That's it.
That social media.
Social media
No.
should be dumb jokes and pretty pictures.
No more hot takes.
No.
Because everyone's hot takes is a big pile of garbage.
No more hot takes. No more infographs.
No, please.
And podcasts. We need podcasts.
We should
Only-
have podcasts on Instagram and TikTok.
But only one podcast in particular. The
Yeah.
Joe Rogan Experience. No.
Instagram exclusive. We actually just got. Never mind. It's too early.
It's too early. Listen, here's the thing. Because what was the thing? What did the Supreme Court just pass? What the fuck? The the water. Do you have a thing on that?
The water thing, yeah.
So this is the thing.
Yeah.
We vote for these people that then we have a new Supreme Court justice. I don't know if they were involved in this vote. The Supreme Court reinstates Trump era water rule for now. Right. So
Oops, sorry, hold on.
yeah. It curtails the powers of states and Native American tribes to block pipelines and other energy products that pollute rivers, streams, and other waterways. That's good. This is important. So wait, did they curb it or did they reinforce it?
So
They reinstated it. Oh,
Yes.
that's great.
Right.
So this is what voting does for you.
Mm-hmm.
They get to pick people, a bunch of clowns. Here,
And
first
then
of
they
all,
take away your water.
here's the thing, though. Here's what's really crazy about this is that can we scroll it back to the right? You know what's crazy? Who like has a piece of paper that hits their desk and goes, "This is about protecting water. How do you feel about that?" And you go, "I don't really know. Like, I don't really know about that. Like, I think like maybe." But then they vote no because it's the Supreme Court. And then it gets passed, and now it's like these oil energy companies can do whatever the fuck they want. Anyone can do whatever they want. If they're dumping in grounds that the EPA is considered safe enough to dump in, they can just dump water. Or they can build pipelines to whatever place they want to, which is wild. That is a wild thing that in the era where it's never been more clear that we should move away from oil, that we're just like, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Fill us up.
Fill her up.
Cover us with it.
Fill her up. I don't understand. Yeah, we got a new celebration of victory for Justice Jackson, the first black woman Supreme Court justice. Wonderful. Breaking glass ceilings out here. That's all I have to say. I don't know. I didn't watch any of it. I liked watching Lindsey Graham like have temper tantrums, like interviewing her, like him getting like flustered. Like,
Yeah.
dude, it's so we don't.
It's a joke. It takes me back to that picture that we saw of our. Was it all the senators in that photo, or was it all Congress people with the disgusting?
the representatives,
Right.
Congress people,
It was. I mean, if those people are there,
right,
who imagine who's in the other spots that are more important?
right.
You know,
Animals. First of all,
it's disgusting.
can we look up a video
It's fun.
of like the UK Parliament like fighting? This is the funniest thing. Them like
Right.
calling each other names. You ever seen anything like this? They do it so wild. They're so wild.
but is it
over
like just
Yeah.
any?
just like it'll be like a funny video. Just anything that's like a funny like UK Parliament arguments. And it's just them calling each other names. We're like, well, you bruv, ugly. And then like we're having a vote about doing Brexit.
All right, let's.
It's
see.
so dumb. It's so dumb.
We could try this one. I don't know.
It's hard to take them seriously out there.
Put this up.
With their voices.
I require no response from you.
Look at his tie.
Man,
Look at him
you will
smiling.
not be missed. I was already. I had made the point. I had already made the point. People had the manners to listen, which they haven't. That order that I will play my part. This is not, however, a normal prorogation. It is not typical. It is not standard. It's one of the longest for decades, and it represents, not just in the minds of many colleagues, but huge numbers of people outside, an active executive fiat. Mr. Stewart, if you don't like it, you're perfectly entitled to your view. I couldn't give a flying flamingo what your view is. Thank you very much indeed.
It's wild. It's wild. Look at he's got the hair.
Let's finish it.
Job for which you're handsomely paid.
What is this?
Dude, they're still playing dress up in fantasy over there. Dude, it's crazy.
What the fuck?
That was like, that's Parliament. They just like rip each other apart. There was one video where it was like Boris Johnson. Somebody in Parliament had came out as trans, and Boris Johnson's like, let's please give a round of applause for our pal, and everyone just starts clapping. It's like one of the most respectful things ever. It's like calling like, it's today is John's birthday. Everyone give him a clap.
Say happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John. How 40 years young, eh?
Yeah, it's so funny, but like it's funny how casual it is. Like we're not.
Yeah.
See, like the problem with our Congress is it's not casual. It's like constantly a political ad, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's always like Ted Cruz like ready to run for president. It's always, somebody like they got to have the stance. They have the stature.
They have like the certain inflection. They go like, and then down, and then down, and
then they like look in like, what do you think about that, Congressman? And then it's just like always, it's not fun.
And they go,
thank you.
That's
Jared.
how they.
That was wonderful.
It's all a rhythm. It's a spell.
Yeah.
It's all it's all like a rehearsal. And then the showtime, know?
I love to think that there's people out there like on C-SPAN, like really like watching every vote. Like watching every vote in front of the TV, listening to their favorite politician. Imagine having a favorite politician. That's wild.
You don't have a favorite politician?
No, I don't. Do you?
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
I'm sorry. I forgot the squad.
Please respect.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Our future president.
Thank you. She will never be allowed to run.
No.
No.
And God bless whoever stops.
I'm fine with progressives, but Ocasio's a bit much. See, here's the thing. I don't like voting for anyone who I feel like would annoy me in public. You know? I feel like there's nothing, like, I feel like me, even, there's even some, like Tulsi Gabbard, we could hang out.
Yeah.
Tulsi and I could hang out. I could go to Hawaii.
She would she could make comments like a real person. Like she wouldn't just like be sitting there like a robot and then until suddenly something like turns her attention.
Right.
You could walk in and she'd be like on her phone or something, or she'd be like she'd be like looking. She'd like look at your shoes and be like, "Did you get those from like the?"
Right.
She wouldn't just be like, you guys are just so. What do you think about all this? Like she wouldn't just be in some weird caricature of herself.
Ocasio-Cortez does feel like one of those pictures that you get at like Six Flags where they draw you with like big teeth and stuff like that. What are those called?
Caricature.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was really dumb of me. Yeah, no, you're right. Jared, I would like just to say you're right. Thank you.
You hear that, Bryce?
He was
That's
right.
rare.
I have a caricature drawn of me. Or I did. I tossed it away. But it was like 6x4. A big old
that's huge.
Like paint. Yeah, I was at this little park and some dude was painting and he called me up and he like painted me. I was a little dork. I had always looked over my glasses like this and he just drew me. I just stood up there like.
How much did you pay for it?
It was free.
He really made it for you for free?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's at
How old were you?
Probably 9.
Ew.
It was just my face.
He just but he gave it to you.
Yeah.
So he just called you over and was like, "Hey, let me paint you."
He called me up. There was a bunch of people kind of watching him,
and you were 9.
And he was like, "You want to?" I was like, and it sat in my basement for 10 years.
Yeah. What would you do with a caricature?
Yeah. Would you ever? I mean, putting up a picture of yourself, like a piece of art of yourself, is so like classic villain. Like,
well, the thing is that a caricature is not art.
It is a weird thing where like, because I've had one too where it's like you have it and you're like, what do I do with this thing? Because it doesn't feel right to throw it away, but like, what are you gonna do with it? Where do you just lives in a closet somewhere?
It's gross.
It's a demon. I think there's a spirit inside all of them.
They're infused.
It blinks. The caricatures blink.
You can use it for a seance.
Yeah, or like a manipulation,
imagine being that guy. I mean, imagine like being a really good artist and you end up at like an amusement park doing caricatures. Times are bad, dude.
Hey, everybody's got to make a living.
Everybody's got to do something. My thing is, the thing I do, because I do sales, And this is the thing. I've really learned that, sales is interesting, but the salespeople they're kind of dirty.
Yes.
Salespeople are dirty.
Are you dirty?
I'm a little dirty.
Yeah.
You would agree.
Yeah. You're not sleazy,
No, I'm not.
but you're definitely not an upstanding citizen. You're definitely a bit of a you're a problem. Like you are. Sometimes you make a good salesman needs to make people uncomfortable in the sense that they don't know what they're gonna try to tell them. You know what I mean? They don't know where they don't know quite what their angle is when they walk in the room.
Right.
And I feel like you can turn that on, and other people can't. But a salesperson can.
A salesperson can. I can turn that on. The thing is, I can't always do it at work. That's the weird thing. I meet like random people, and I'd be like, I know exactly what you need me to be right now. You know what I mean? Like, and in a sense of like in a party sense, or just like a friend in need type shit. Right, like I get that. And maybe that's why I'm like okay at doing sales, because I feel, it's a bit of a third eye kind of thing. Intuition. It's an intuition that some people have and some people don't. I think it's probably a spectrum of things, right? But sales is wild. My father did sales like forever, and he was so miserable. Like he hated it so much. He hated talking to guests. He hated getting called after work about some delivery. And he would just yell. Yeah. He would just yell. He'd get so mad. And the thing is like I don't bring work home, because the people who buy from me should know that I don't care.
Right.
I don't care enough to bring it home.
A good salesman makes you think they care, and a better salesman proves to them that they don't really care. That they only care for this period of time.
Right. And the thing is that like anyone who comes in, I don't need you to fall in love with me.
No.
I just need you to go on a date.
How pathetic would that be?
We just need you to go on a right.
You just for a quick fuck, a quick suck, and you're out.
You're right. Thank you. And you're pleased.
Yep.
Consensually.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Well, yes.
And maybe some ride for the cab.
Yes.
A little bit for the cab. And that's not a problem. I mean, if everyone, but that's the thing, because like I don't know, because here's the thing, you don't need a degree to do sales. So there's a lot of people who just did it. You know what I mean? They got out of high school and just found a sales job, and they keep doing it, and they make decent. Some people make a good amount of money. They make money as if they went to college, which is nuts. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you like listen to them and they talk about their lives and stuff, and you're like, oh, you're an alcoholic. Oh, crazy. That's wild. Like they're like, I've been doing this. My family's been ripped apart. I have like 4 kids. I don't see any of them. One of them's in prison. You know what I mean? Like it never ends.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the story keeps getting worse. They're like, but I sold 5,000 a day, baby. Mm-hmm. It's like little dopamine rushes.
Oh yeah.
Like, right.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, because salespeople are addicts. They're addicts. That's what they don't realize. They're addicted to getting to the end.
It's the kind of addiction where the little dopamine rushes are like the universe saying, "You won. Good job." It's the universe is going like as if you just got the thing and you made it happen, and you broke through, and the universe went, "You're the one.
You're the one.
You're great."
And when you get canceled, when someone calls and cancels the order, it's the universe saying, "Fuck you." Fuck you. And you're just like, God hates me now. And you have to make up for it with a little more love from the universe. Yeah. But that's the wild thing about it. Cause like, I feel like I've been in enough like work environments now where I've met a lot of wacky people. Every different job is a different animal. But the thing is that like I haven't worked a regular desk job, and thank Christ that I haven't, because I would go crazy. Mm-hmm. Because if I had to go to the break room every day at my allocated 30-minute, 45-minute break and have to just talk it up, you know what I mean? Just talking, just small talk, I would burn the building down.
Yeah. I
would be like the Office Space.
Yeah.
My stapler, when he just burns the whole thing down at the end of the movie. Great.
That's such a trip, that movie.
Because that's
the anger.
Huh?
Spoiler.
Will you knock it off? The movie's from the 90s. But that's what I'm saying. Like that movie, like Office Space is great. You ever seen Office Space, Bryce?
No.
That fucking movie's great. I
That's
think
No, he just said that. Oh yeah, you should see it.
You really need to see more movies, Bryce, so we can stop
Yeah.
spoiling them for you.
Just make me a list and I'll watch everyone before you spoil it.
You have the internet.
I'm just kidding. I really don't watch movies.
Why not?
Don't have time.
Yes,
Got other
you
shit I
do.
gotta do.
You do have time. Didn't you just spend like 2 days on a farm?
One day.
I'm just saying.
You know how many movies you can watch in one day? Like 12.
12.
Ugh.
I mean, we're not telling you to listen to 12, Bryce. Watch 12, Bryce.
Kind of. You kind of are.
No.
I'm saying you could watch at least 12 movies in a day. You should maybe watch 2 if you're going to do a movie day.
It's called whether it could be, it's like I think movies watching movies in America decides whether you're cultured or uncultured. Truly, it's not food because people eat garbage here. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
dude, I can't do fast food anymore. It disgusts me.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I get angry at the thought of fast food. It makes me visually upset. Like today, they're like, "What do you want for lunch?" And they're like, "Well," I was like, "I don't know." They're like, we might order Chick-fil-A." I was like, "No." No, they're like, "Well, you want like Wendy's or something?" Like, I'm like, "No, you just made it worse." And I ended up going to the store. I got fish. I got a slab of smoked salmon. Who's doing that?
Who's on that shit?
Who's on that? Nobody. Nobody's doing that. I brought a slab of fish to work and I sat there and ate it with a fork and a side of yogurt. And what? Can you keep it down? Oh my God.
Was that a Woodman's purchase?
It was a Woodman's person.
Woodman's is the plug for that.
Yeah. I mean, the coworkers are. I don't want too crazy of a job anymore because it's just so much like hard labor anymore. I want to steer away from that as much as I can, because as much as that scratches an itch to like just be like in the fucking thick of it, it also just, I don't know, it just wears away at you. But you do get those crazy people. And we worked, we've talked about our old snow removal job a lot, and a lot of the fun friends that we made there
along the way.
The
opioid addicts,
the racists, the
hookers,
the heart attack on a pair of legs
right
of our boss. God bless him.
And a few Deweys on top of it.
A few Deweys. The drug dealers.
Yes.
Our two buddies. But now I'm at a job where you had like an extensive background check to get in.
Right.
You know, like nobody's getting in that they don't want there. And I have to like look really hard to find something crazy or interesting about these people. Or like listen really hard to what they say and what they repeat and repeat and repeat. Did I tell you? I want to talk about this guy.
Tell me about the guy. Yeah, because I like this.
Yeah.
Dude, here's a story.
I'm just going to call him M. So M is one of my coworkers where I work, and when we go out on the road, like with all of our other coworkers, like we'll be driving, doing like a mock route of going from place to place, and they usually set up, a bar or something to go to as like a destination, just to go to, hit it, like take a picture of it, yada yada. And every time we're going around in Illinois area and then like up to Milwaukee and shit area, apparently M has been like everywhere for so long. He's lived in this area his whole life. And he always just has something to say about the place we're seeing, and then something horrible to undercut it. Like just like a horrific story to undercut it. Like we went past this bar, I think it was called like Sammy's or something, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's such a cute little spot. It's on the water. Oh, we should come here. We should make a group chat and come here." And M goes, "Oh yeah, my cousin used to go there, and then he shot himself." And we'll go to another place, like a mall, and he goes, "Yeah, I used to come here with my cousins, and my brother used to come here with me. He would drive us. Well, then they all got addicted to heroin." Like, he'll just throw it on top, and every single time he just comes in with something. And I find myself laughing at the thing. I laugh the hardest when he says shit like that. And people, like, look at me weird because I'll, like, wheeze from laughing. One time he says, we had one of our other drivers. It was a woman. She was driving. And M, he's a good sport. I like him a lot. M was sitting right behind her, and she's kind of swerving a little bit. It's a big van.
Yeah.
Not
It's a little
everybody's used to
nerve-wracking
driving
the
that,
first time.
especially on the interstate. In the spring, it's really windy, and she's driving, and M goes, giving criticism back on her driving if she was driving with the right, rules and everything, and he goes, "I'm gonna just be honest, and I don't really care what you guys say. I'm just gotta be honest. When a woman's driving, I text my wife and I pray, and I pray." And I wasn't gonna say it, but now I need to say it. And I laughed like that.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that's wild. Dude, because the
goes
thing
for
is, it's not the content of what he's saying that's funny. It's the fact that it's so absurd and he's there.
Yeah.
He's a real person.
He's so much himself. He's a what is it, a steel cage? What is it? Like when someone's just unchangeable, unmalleable. He will never change. And I love him for it. And I respect that he just doesn't give a fuck. He told me I could say the N-word.
What?
I didn't. I didn't. We were talking about race and things like that, and he told me, he was like, you could say right now, you should say it. And then my other coworker D, he was like, yeah, I mean, if you said it, it'd be like if I said it to him. There are two black men, and he was like, it'd be like if I said it to him. And I was like, listen, guys, I'm just here to listen and talk, and I'm not saying the N-word, guys. They were almost going, say it.
Say it right now.
Dude, right, but
say it.
They're seeing what if it was a challenge? Let's
Yeah.
see if we can do it. Get them to say it.
Right. It's like they're filming you.
Imagine that would be fun.
Oh my god, that's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Crazy.
I had to dig for all that,
That's so. But here's the thing: there's those people out there at the workplace. They make the day go by faster.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I get some of the salespeople I work with, not on that level. Sometimes a little bit concerning. They say some concerning things, and I go, that just made my day go 10 minutes faster.
Right.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah, you weren't thinking about the clock. You weren't thinking about your job.
No, dude, I had an asshole coming today, man. What's the point of having money if you're going to be miserable? What's the point? Dude, this man, his card got denied, took out his bank app and wanted to show me that he had $28,000 in his checking account. I was just like, why do you feel the need to do that? And why are you he was a jerk. He was just a jerk. He was just one of those guys I want that, and will you fucking figure it out type thing. And it's just why go through your life being so miserable? Money is just convenient. That's really all money is. Money's not happiness. But it's just I don't know, man. I just really wanted to bounce his head off a wall for 3 seconds. He walked away from me, and I turned to my manager, and I had a thing in my hand, a notebook. And I was like, it's like this. And I was talking to her, and I was like, you got to lean back, and you got to, I was about to hit him on the head. I was like, you got to really lean into it. It's right here, right in the back of the head. And she was
There's a sweet spot that just breaks their neck, right?
Right. And she was laughing because it's just what's the last time you really met someone who was just a complete dick and really made you feel it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, none of our friends really are in that. They don't really operate like that. It's usually strangers that I meet that are dicks, because they don't care about you, so they can just be kind of however they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't think of a specific interaction. Maybe at the drag show. Oh,
the Felicia story.
Felicia, yeah.
Yeah, fuck Felicia.
Yeah.
Still. I saw her the other day at a bar, and I was honestly, I looked at Ethan YXNG, and I was just like, there she is. She lurks. People don't know. Let's go listen to that. Go listen to that episode called Felicia Ruins the Vibe, about how all this drama happened in a drag show. It's a good one. I wanted to. You brought up a coworker. No. I've been having a good week.
That's good.
I've been having a fun time.
Yeah.
I've been having a fun time. I was telling a friend of ours, they're trying to be a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling them about how fun of a time I've been having this week, and she turns to me and she goes,
What kind of a fun time?
Drinking.
Right.
Partying.
I mean, I know. I just wanted him to say it.
Okay. And she goes, did you know? And I fact checked her, and she went, did you know that a grown man, the average build, like an average build, should only have 14 drinks a week? 14 drinks a week.
Mm.
And I laughed because the night before that, which was Wednesday, I had done 11
In that night.
in that night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over a span of time.
What, like 3,
5
4
hours. 4 or 5 hours. People hear that and they go, that's crazy. But
I don't
like,
actually
I'm a
think it's
trooper.
crazy, but I just,
Is it a lot?
I mean, yeah, you're going to get fucked up.
I was.
Yes.
I woke up fine though,
You did.
which was crazy.
Yeah.
But it never doesn't stop. Then it was the
Right.
next night and the next night, the next night.
Yeah.
But I'm at a healthy number. It's Sunday now. I started counting on Monday.
Can I guess where
Yeah.
you're at? I'm going to guess you're at like, see, it's been like 4 days probably since then. I'm going to guess you're at like 20?
I'm at 30.
He's at 30.
I'm at 30. I'm at 30, Jared.
You're in the top 5%.
Yeah. That's wild to me. I don't know, man, but I'm trying to be like the 99th percentile in everything I do. You know? Like if you're gonna do something, be good at it. That's wild.
You think you'll ever just like stop drinking? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
should,
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I definitely think so. I think I'll stop even if it's not like a problem.
That's the weird thing that when I read that I was like, yeah, but every time I've done it, I've just been like doing shit. I was never like, I never got home and I was like, I need to continue drinking now. Like
Yeah.
I never am been bored. I'm like, I really wish I was drinking right now. Like that never is a thought that occurs in my head. But you know what? You were a little silly the other night. Can I
Was
tell
I?
people how silly you were?
Yeah, because you talking about when we went to that place on the main road on downtown?
We were downtown. Jared and I were
So I don't
hanging out
remember
with
any of
a
this.
good friend of ours. Yeah, I know you didn't. And I drove. I was not drinking. I was being a good boy because
Yeah.
I kind of had a feeling that Jared was at our friend's house.
Yeah.
And they had been drinking, and our good friend of ours, wanted to go out. I was like, okay, let's go out then. Let's go drinking. And we're out and about, and I knew you were drinking, but I didn't know how much you were drinking. And we're having a good time. We were playing King Gizzard on the jukebox.
Yeah.
We played King Gizzard
At where?
Self-Immolate
Where?
at Fex in Kenosha.
That would probably fly there.
It was
Definitely.
hilarious because
It
we
goes
were
in.
on the table going like banging it to the
Shaking,
double
like,
drum and just like partying.
The
And people
head.
were like, "Oh, you're out." It was cool.
Got
It
shot.
was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, that's
And but we went to the. You don't remember this?
Are you talking about, is this still at Fex?
When we went to the next bar and we were sitting there. First of all, our friend of ours was also like, this woman came up to him who turned out to be like his landlord and just like started like, she was like all.
I kind of remember that. I didn't know who she was.
Were you blanked out?
No, I just have like blank spots. I was super overstimulated that night.
Interesting. But y'all are drinking. This woman is like all over our friend. It's really strange. She's like
Yeah.
45 and like his landlord, and she's like, "You don't worry about it. As long as the rent's on time." She's like, "I'll always be good to you." Like weird shit. It
Whoa.
was wacky.
Like patting his head.
Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. But that is when you were drinking still,
Yeah.
and you had revealed to me that you had 5 beers
At a friend's house.
At our friend's house,
Yes.
and drank at one bar, and then went to the next bar and kept drinking.
I
And
had-
you
yeah.
were faded, to say the least.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you almost said to the bartender
No.
when they refused to give us you asked for a water and they didn't give you the water? Do you remember what you said? And that was the moment that I cut you off and got the card back.
No.
He turns across to like our friend. I'm in the middle. He's on Jared's on my right. My friend's on my left. He like doesn't get his water, and he goes. He kind of like leans over like loudly. The bartender's at the other end, and he just goes, "This fucking bartender won't give us a water." He's like, "Goddamn rapist." And I'm just like, and we're done. We
gotta go.
I was like, yeah, done. And I was like, could I get the car check, please? And you were like,
Did I say it loud?
you said it decently. You said it loud enough to where I was like, dude, our friend heard it and he was like, he just started like uncomfortably laughing. He was like, oh, you're there now. All right, we gotta go. And I was just like, yeah, it's time to leave when Jared just starts accusing people of being rapists.
Like, I know why I said that now, because he was busy flirting with like the 4 women who were on the side of the bar. And I was annoyed that he was not giving me a cup of water and instead was flirting with them.
And your brain was just like,
In my brain, that's the equivalent to sexual assault.
right. And when you're like 8 deep.
I wasn't that. Well, I had
Yeah.
5 beers at his house. And then I had 2 drinks at Fex, and I had 1 drink at, so that's 8.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Still under 14.
Thank you. Well, you're not under 14 for the week.
Not for the week, because when Ethan came over and we finished off that bottle of Zuck.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
Zuck?
Zuckerberg. We call Fireball Zuckerberg
Why?
because Zuckerberg made Facebook. FB, bro. You're not in on it.
I get it now.
Bryce doesn't drink. He
I'm
just.
gl-
I drank
glad.
yesterday a little bit.
You did? Yeah, but you do
Had
things.
some wine.
You just like to get sleepy a lot.
Yeah.
You drink.
You're more of a
like a gentleman.
That's
yeah.
We drink like
Animals. People who might. Not you, but more me. Ethan and I drink like we might have problems one day. Ethan.
You're young.
I used
Thank
to
you.
drink like I had problems. I'm gonna have problems one day.
I think I was the worst in college.
Yeah.
College was wild. College was like
Yeah.
the peak of my use of everything. Because that was nonstop. I was definitely not 14 drinks in college. No. I was dangerous, to say the least.
What is the appropriate number of drinks per week of 3 friends who like to drink together? You know.
It's 14 for each individual, Jared. But when we get together, it's probably more like 50.
You know, I think there's other circumstances there's other variables here.
I think you're right.
You know, we're affluent men.
Yes.
You would both agree.
We're very affluent.
We're affluent men. So is Ethan.
Yes. Ethan can be a talk of the town sometimes.
And when we're out in public, yeah, we get wild. But when we're back at the house, we're reserved. And we treat each other with respect. We let each other talk. And it's a nice time.
I think I was
Shut up. It's we don't hit each other. We never fight.
No, we don't.
We kind of actually don't fight.
No, we never do.
We don't. The 3 of us never really fight. You guys get a little intense because Ethan loves to neg.
Oh yeah.
Ethan loves to just what's the word? I mean, he loves to just like be a little like bug in your ear.
I was on the ground. I was like a borderline pass on the ground. He just walked over and slapped my ass, the hardest I've ever been slapped on my ass before.
I have a picture of it.
He does.
I took a picture as it happened.
As it happened.
It created like a live photo of him just like going from this high up, wingspan, down to like his actual ass crack. And
Perfect shot.
And you were on the ground. You went, oh, you had your face in the carpet.
But that's what good friends are for.
Yes,
Right.
Good friends are to have fun.
Right.
Good
makes me feel alive.
Good friends are to have a good time with. Is it bad when the thing that needs to happen is when the good times are over, they don't come home. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that? Like when the party's over, the party's over.
Yes.
The problem is that I see motherfuckers who like to make it a party almost every day of the week.
And everywhere they go.
Everywhere they go. What are you gonna do? Let's talk about the Kia boys.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys didn't know about these, and I just found out about them the other day.
I knew about them.
You knew about them.
I know actually somebody who literally got their car stolen from a group of people like them. It may be them. Who knows? But yeah,
Well,
my close friend's car was stolen by.
Well, that's their fault for driving a Kia. The Kia boys are good friends of ours, friends of the show, and
They will be a guest.
I would hope. They're from Milwaukee, and it's a group of guys who...
How do we know it's guys? They're
called Kia Boys.
Well,
true.
they might have misgendered whoever came up with the Kia boys term.
The Kia people.
Thank you.
That's the English language's fault.
I'm sorry.
But they go around and steal Kia Souls Maybe not souls, but they steal Kia vehicles. I don't know why. Maybe they're easy to break
It's
into.
because like the driver's side rear window, when you break it, doesn't set the alarm off for like a certain amount of like models with years, and they just found that out, and so they're like, oh, we can steal Kias all the time now.
Oh,
because they don't have. They have
that's
this,
genius.
Yeah.
Well, they steal these Kias, right? And they get in and they just joyride them until they have totaled the car, like in GTA, or until they get arrested.
Have
Which
they been
doesn't
arrested
happen,
yet?
Really.
Big story.
I don't think that happens really. Usually they get away with it.
Right.
Do we have? Yeah, you have a video, right?
Yeah.
Let's watch this.
Okay, we'll pull up a little Fox 6.
Oh.
Right now, a Milwaukee woman's fed up with what she says happened when she was taunted by the Kia boys. Her anger is passionately expressed in a viral video that's been posted on Facebook.
Our Gabrielle Mays joining us now live from the newsroom. And Gabby, this woman says she almost crashed her car trying to get away.
Yeah, that's right, Steph. LaPorche Kimber also says she could have been seriously hurt and possibly the next victim of Milwaukee's reckless driving. We want to warn you, the language you're going to hear in the story may be offensive.
Listen, y'all need to get y'all stupid, ignorant kids, for real.
In a now viral video, LaPorche Kimber's message is loud and clear.
This is not okay. At all.
Kimber happened to be driving near Marshall High School Thursday morning when a group of young men in a Kia pulled up the street.
These see me, I damn near run into somebody's house, trying to get out of their way, had to pull up in somebody else's driveway, and these still coming from me.
Kimber says the car continued to skid and swerve, and at one point, it even pulled up behind her.
Hanging out the car, laughing, smiling, just got the music up, just really loud.
She's convinced those in the car are part of a group called the Kia Boys. They're known to steal Kias and Hyundais throughout Milwaukee and drive recklessly.
These children are not in school like they're supposed to be. We're out here just doing our normal daily routine.
She says after posting her video online, many people messaged her.
It really felt good to know, you know, that you're really not in these type of things alone. And I think that's why the video did get so much attention.
After a day to think about what happened, Kimber says she realized something.
Some of these kids are really skilled drivers.
She says she'd like
We
to
gotta
have
put them to
option
work.
to help
Pause it. We gotta put them to work.
Yeah.
We just see, this is the thing. Every crime has a job.
Yes.
Every crime has a job. It's yin and yang out here.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand. A murderer, the military, correct? A psychopath, like a content moderator for Facebook, and the Kia Boys.
What do you do with the Kia Boys?
Whatever, like the shuttles for like planes.
They could work for the CIA or something.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Like yeah, for the president.
Steal shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a job
some
for everybody.
Espionage.
Espionage.
It
thank you.
actually pays. Was she recording that video while driving?
That's what I was wondering as well.
I think she was. It looked like she was shaking and the car was moving, and she kept looking up at the road. But
People are
she could have
being
just been.
reckless.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure there was a lot of those comments on the.
I'm
on
sure
her
there.
video.
I'm sure there was.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I don't even know. Well, here's the thing. I don't. Like, I get it. Also, there's a thing. Can you look up? Kias are like the most stolen car in general right now.
Let's see. Kia's most stolen car.
Let's see.
Yeah, Hyundai and Kia.
After thefts of targets. They should just, I don't even know. Kia's the one that was the rats, right?
Yes.
The little hamsters.
The hamsters, yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little. Yeah.
Kias don't look good. Can we look at what a Kia looks like?
Dude, a lot of cars actually are ugly.
Yeah, well, people have horrible taste. This actually makes sense.
Like a PT Cruiser.
What
PT
kind of
Cruiser
Kia
is.
you looking for? This, I mean,
Look up Kia Soul.
Yeah, see that thing right there?
this thing, yeah.
Yeah.
The Kia Soul is. What the fuck?
Looks like a shoe.
It does look like a shoe. Soulless. Soulless.
All right.
Can you look up Toyota's new electric car? New electric truck? Look at this thing. See, it's coming now. It's all coming together, isn't it? Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that. that.
They kind of looks like they
Nice.
put a Kia on top of the wheels and then put it back to it,
I would agree.
shape-wise.
Jared, that's a very.
They're doing this Cybertruck bullshit too with the LEDs.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not the hydrogen car. The hydrogen
Oh.
one. You go up. It's that one with the big. Yeah.
I don't
Wild.
care. I don't care for that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like. See, they're trying to make them look like futuristic.
Right.
They want to be like we're engineering the future. It'd be cool to have a muscle car that was electric, just like a Shelby. They just bring like the
Yeah.
Shelby back.
Hmm.
That would be awesome, but it's just electric. Like
It's
if we're just
possible, but it's really expensive with a lot of cars.
It'll
You can-
happen.
You can like refurbish old, like a lot of old cars to make them electric, but it's literally tens of thousands of dollars usually.
No,
to
I'm
do it.
sure. I'm not saying you. Well, also Shelbys are. Finding a Shelby is
Right.
hundreds of thousands.
That's the other thing.
It's gonna be $150,000 if you find one.
Yeah.
So that's what we need. We need enough money to buy cars. I've been buying a lot of
That's the
clothes, but we need. I want a nice car. We need to get things moving here.
Mhm.
Should we do like voicemails or something?
Let's
yeah.
first set up the Venmo because that's a good point.
We really, yeah, we
Oh,
talk
that's a
about
good
every
idea.
week.
I need to buy, in a few years, I need to buy a Buick Park Avenue 1995, like the same one I had before, in great
In green,
green or black.
green,
That wasn't a question, but
green.
you answered green.
Yeah,
Okay,
the green.
it was a
cool.
beautiful. It was a beautiful car.
It was with the
Had a-
leather interior.
Leather interiors. I mean, it looked fucking nice, and I want to make that bitch electric.
This.
That
Look at
one.
that thing.
That,
Oof, I love that.
Go to that one. That right there, please. Yeah. Oh, I mean,
They're awesome.
yeah. I rode that bitch for 2 years, and I fucking miss it so much.
There's a pretty. I would have to find it, but there's a car that looks similar to that they're putting in is electric coming out. But
Oh, it's the Mercedes one.
I don't know. It's. I thought it was Porsche or something.
Okay.
Porsche. Did you see Elon is joining Twitter
here
or
it
something
is.
like that?
Yeah, he's the highest stakeholder in Twitter now, and they just made him part of the official board of executives for Twitter.
Here, real
What
quick.
I feel like that's a bad investment.
Oh, fucking A. I hate when it does. A Hyundai
yeah.
electric.
Yeah, I've been seeing.
Why is the
1986.
picture so grainy?
It's just-
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
kinda
cool.
fun.
I don't. When's that coming out?
Mm.
How much do you think this is? Is the perfect EV for a supervillain?
Ooh.
Hell yeah, I like that.
But like
Is it
this will
real?
be like what things will be like soon. Like they're just gonna retrofit stuff and make
Yeah.
it,
Please.
I kind of like that as long as it's good quality retrofit, not
Ye-
just like a cheap shell.
Yeah.
I hope this is real. I would love if
Think
a
it
car
is.
looks like that for sure. We'll look into that. Let's get to what's the voicemails. Let's hear a voicemail.
Yeah, let's do some voicemails.
Please.
Okay, here's the one that doesn't have a transcript, so I don't know what it's gonna say, but
That's fun.
They're just
just
laughing.
somebody snickering.
Ugh. Gives me the creeps.
I'm too nervous. Yeah, it is a little creepy. Okay, here's the other one.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm 21. I'm from Ohio, and I just wanted to know what your guys' opinions were on the whole Chris Rock and Will Smith slap during the Oscars. I don't know, how
Did it just end?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. The page loaded, but hold on. That's pretty much the end.
Yeah, thanks.
That's
Okay.
Right. You
Jared,
wanna-
what do you think? Jared, what's your great opinion that you're about to have on this? Jared, you better make sure it's good. Jared, better be good.
It's 2 weeks away from
I think. Here's what I think.
All right,
The,
moving on.
the Oscars, the Oscars and the Grammys happened about 2 weeks apart. If Will Smith really wanted to make a good sequel, finally, he would have showed up there and shot 25 people. That would have really showed Jada.
Yeah, I agree.
We need some incel energy from a millionaire. He's getting cucked and he needs to shoot some people.
Dude, he would be, first of all, that would be American culture at a peak. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Will Smith doing a mass shooting.
Also, would it be cultural appropriation if a black guy does shoot up something? Just saying, I feel like...
I think both white and black people are doing that at a pretty good amount.
They're both shooting.
Most school shooters, though, are white.
School shooters, yes.
I'm talking about public mass events.
Yes.
That is for the whites.
No, in all seriousness.
Black people get the honor of not being known for school shootings.
I say that's a pretty even trade-off.
That's fair.
No.
Yin and yang.
Yeah. Yin and yang.
We got like 5 minutes left. 10
Do we?
minutes left. Yeah.
Can we just make a comment about how no one really gave a fuck about the Grammys this year?
Oh, yeah.
I just
really
missed
didn't.
it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what happened. One night it was just
cares?
like, oh, it happened. Yeah, who cares?
You know what's proof? Like, fucking Hans Zimmer won another award for a soundtrack for Dune. Good soundtrack, but
Good
come
song.
on. But, like,
Another one.
Hans Zimmer has, like, 100 albums out. Like so many soundtracks.
Does
And
a good job.
he does a good job, and I think the millions and probably hundreds of millions of dollars that he's made from that is enough. Enough. They should have given who died? What rappers died this year?
I don't know.
So I'm wondering if there was any rappers we think would have been good for like a posthumous award.
I thought there was and you know how they do their tribute thing. There was the one where like Virgil Abloh and they just said like hip hop designer or something.
Yeah, people
like,
were really pissed about that.
Yeah, upset.
They called him just like a hip hop designer, and that's like
That's not true.
No, it's not. Like he did so much. It's like when they had that whole like the urban category for Tyler the Creator, and he was like, he said something about that. But like so many people were pissed about that.
Did you agree that Call Me If You Get Lost should have won Rap Album of the Year?
No.
Right. But did you listen to any of the other albums that were nominated?
Was Baby Keem's album nominated? I didn't
know.
What
Donda?
Listen to Donda.
And Certified Lover Boy. And something that... Damn, I can't even remember the other two. That's because it's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I love Baby Keem's album, Melodic Blue.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And he did win a. First of all, though, one of the greatest moments in Grammy history. Truly, I think, in my opinion, bigger than Billie Eilish winning like 5 Grammys in a night was the fact that when Baby Keem won for Best Hip Hop Performance, they played Family Ties over the intercom at the Grammys. And that made me feel really good.
Yeah.
That made me feel very, very good because it's just like, it's so wild. It's so crazy. Like Baby Keem feels like what's next. I feel like Baby Keem is finally like, I feel like I see an artist and I go, we're going to enter like rage and funny and lyrical and like there's new sounds that are going to be used now and it's coming. There's a lot of people in the underground doing some wacky stuff and I feel like we're in the trailblazers and then the successors. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like we're in that right now. The trailblazers and then the ones who really become successful. So we'll see. By 2024, we'll know.
Yeah, generally.
By 2024, we'll have the return of the president and new music to listen to. So I'm looking forward to it.
Two great things to look forward to.
Two great things. Cultural moments.
Well, thank you everybody for listening. Please check out That's a Beauty Productions. Please check out www.ikenosha.com. Thanks to everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, share our stuff. Really in the middle of my thing.
You still got like 5 minutes left probably. You're wrapping up too early.
You think so?
Yeah.
What else do we have to talk about?
We got Zuck Bucks and Mattress Mac.
Those are both things I don't want to talk about.
Those both would take too long.
Right.
Yeah.
I think.
We ended at a natural point.
Yes.
Thank you, Bryce.
Well, then you just had to bring up my sneeze. What am I supposed to do? Hold it?
And follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook and everything. Thank you all for watching. The Venmo is Tipped and Stiff Podcast. If you want to send us...
Is it really?
It will be by the time this comes out. Tipped and Stiffed Podcast.
You should put the thing on the thing.
Throw us money at us. We do this for free.
Yeah.
And we don't want to anymore. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good night.